Greetings and welcome to Science Meets Vedanta, a space devoted to exploring the foundational teachings of Vedanta while revealing the fascinating intersections between modern science and ancient wisdom. My name is Jayant Kapatkar and I'm the author of the book Science Meets Vedanta. Each week, drawing inspiration from my book, we'll explore a variety of topics designed to enhance your understanding of Vedanta's core ideas. Together, we'll also investigate scientific principles and discover how Vedanta's timeless wisdom can shed new light on them. Join us as we set out on this enlightening journey. In this episode, we'll give a fresh and new perspective on the Big Bang. According to scientific understanding, the Big Bang occurred approximately 13.7 billion years ago, marking the origin of our universe. The prevailing theory suggests that a tremendous concentration of energy was confined within an incredibly small point, often referred to as a singularity. This dense point is believed to have erupted with extraordinary force, giving rise to the countless galaxies that populate the cosmos. While the Big Bang theory offers a timeline and general framework, the precise nature of what happened during that initial moment remains largely unknown. Despite its widespread acceptance, the Big Bang theory leaves several fundamental questions unanswered. 1. How did so much energy come to be compressed in such a tiny point? The origin of this energy remains a mystery. Logic suggests that energy cannot emerge from nothing, so understanding the source behind singularity is essential. 2. If the source of this energy existed at the moment of the Big Bang, where is it now? Since the universe continues to expand, a process that requires energy, the question arises, what is fueling this ongoing expansion? 3. Although the exploding point is described as minuscule, it still existed as an entity. What was its nature and properties? Was it purely physical, as current science proposes, or was it something beyond our present understanding? How did this initial entity transform into the universe we observe today? 4. Scientists claim that this minute point became the physical universe, but is this the complete picture? Could there have been intermediate stages before the emergence of the observable universe? If so, what might those stages be? These unresolved questions highlight the challenges and limitations of the current scientific explanation. The Big Bang remains shrouded in mystery, as science has yet to provide comprehensive answers to these core issues. Clearly, something extraordinary occurred 13.7 billion years ago, leading to the vast and intricate universe we now inhabit. In this episode, I will explore these questions through the lens of Vedanta. Drawing upon its teachings, I offer a fresh and thought-provoking perspective on the Big Bang, addressing the mysteries that science has yet to unravel. To facilitate this exploration, this discussion is structured around the following key topics. 1. The source of the Big Bang. 2. The present location of the source. 3. The nature of the initial point. 4. The Big Bang, a fresh perspective. 1. The source of the Big Bang. What caused the Big Bang? What existed before it? Logically, whatever was present before the Big Bang must be its source. However, this is a challenging question for scientists to tackle. The reason is that space, time, and our universe itself all began with the Big Bang. In essence, scientific knowledge as we know it also starts from this event. Still, when we think critically, it seems unlikely that such a vast and intricate universe could emerge from nothing. Something must have existed prior to the Big Bang. Since science does not provide a definitive answer yet, we can turn to the teachings of Vedanta for answers. According to Vedanta, Sat Chit Ananda, also known as Brahman or self-awareness, preceded the Big Bang. These terms are interchangeable and we will refer to them throughout this discussion. Sat Chit Ananda is described as unchanging, uncaused, and uncreated. It existed in the past, exists now, and will exist in the future. It is eternal and unalterable, a quality that nothing else in the universe possesses. Everything in the universe, including the universe itself, comes into being and eventually perishes. For instance, the universe began 13.7 billion years ago. Before that, it did not exist. The only constant is Sat Chit Ananda. For more insight into self awareness, you can listen to my episode, Understanding Self Awareness. This self awareness is non dual, whole, and complete. It requires nothing else to exist and is entirely self sufficient. Its fundamental activity is to radiate awareness, like a bulb shining with light. This awareness serves as the ultimate foundation of everything and is the most powerful force in the universe. Awareness possesses remarkable powers, some of which include: 1. Power of the knower enables the subject to perceive objects. 2. Power of the known transforms awareness into different objects. 3. Power of knowing, the intelligence that deciphers the nature of each object. 4. Power of infinite energy. Self-awareness is the wellspring of limitless energy. 5. Power to create time. Awareness itself is the origin of time. For more on this, refer to my episode, Understanding Time and Its Powers. All possible powers reside within awareness. As mentioned, the Big Bang required an extraordinary amount of energy. So where did this energy originate? Vedanta teaches that it comes from self-awareness. How does self-awareness contain such immense energy? I've discussed this in detail in the episode, Awareness, the Infinite Energy Source. I encourage you to listen if you are interested. In summary, infinite energy is inherent within self-awareness. And when properly interpreted, even Einstein's theory of special relativity aligns with this perspective. 2. Where is the source now? The energy source behind the Big Bang is Sat Chit Ananda. Space and time originated with the Big Bang, and since then, 13.7 billion years have gone by. This raises the question, where is Sat Chit Ananda at this moment? Here is where the confusion begins. Scientists typically assume that space and time, having begun with the Big Bang, continued to expand outward from that original point. All scientific models of space are based on this assumption. Unfortunately, this perspective has led to a misunderstanding, creating obstacles in fully comprehending the nature of space. While the Big Bang occurred 13.7 billion years ago, that moment is now situated at the universe's outer edge. Sat Chit Ananda, the original source, cannot be fixed at the Big Bang moment, which is now so far away and moving further away in an expanding universe. It's not lingering at this distant location. So where is it now? For those familiar with Vedanta, the answer is simple. Sat Chit Ananda, with the infinite energy source, exists at the innermost core of every living being. At the time of the Big Bang, Sat Chit Ananda was the source from which space emerged. If Sat Chit Ananda is our inner essence, then logically, space must also begin from our inner core. Please listen to the episode Universe is the Projection of the Mind. Using both logic and scientific evidence, this episode demonstrates that our inner core marks the true origin of space. Is a significant insight, and science must recognize this reality. Space originates from Sat Chit Ananda, our innermost core. Therefore, the present location of the origin of space lies within us, and the infinite energy of Sat Chit Ananda is available for the ongoing expansion of space beyond. 3. The nature of the initial point. Scientists have determined that the universe began with the Big Bang, approximately 13.7 billion years ago. This event originated from an initial point, a singularity, that exploded to form the cosmos as we know it. Yet science has not clarified the true nature, profile, or characteristics of this initial point. We only know it was densely packed with energy. To gain a deeper understanding of what transpired, it is essential to explore what this initial point truly was. Since science offers little insight, we turn to Vedanta for answers. Vedanta explains the principles of creation by describing three foundational bodies of the universe. Brahma's cosmic seed body. 2. Cosmic subtle body. 3. Cosmic gross body. The cosmic seed body gives rise to the cosmic subtle body, which then becomes the source of the cosmic gross or physical body. To comprehend this process, we must first examine the cosmic seed body. Consider the way seeds function in nature. Each tiny seed holds the blueprint of a plant, ready to unfold its potential. For example, a rose seed contains the information necessary to grow into a rose and nothing else. The blueprint for the plant is encoded within the seed. By extension, Vedanta suggests that the universe itself had a cosmic seed body at its inception, mirroring the process by which a plant emerges from a seed. The initial point at the Big Bang, therefore, was this cosmic seed body, from which the entire universe germinated. 1. The cosmic seed body is the collective sum of all individual seed bodies. Every living being, and even every non-living object, possesses its own seed body. Each seed body carries a blueprint shaped by its history. Together these form the cosmic seed body, containing the accumulated histories, traits, and information. This comprehensive blueprint holds all information needed for the universe's evolution, from its birth to its eventual end, including galaxies, stars, planets, and life forms. 2. The cosmic seed body is a functioning universe composed of countless individual seed bodies. Its operations are so subtle and complex that they are almost unimaginable. Despite its intangible nature, it must be well regulated and organized. Unlike physical entities, the seed body is subtler than even the mind. As outlined, the initial singularity was the cosmic seed body, a subtle non-physical entity. 4. Big Bang, a fresh perspective. The Big Bang can be reimagined as the moment when the cosmic seed body began to sprout. Just as a plant shoot emerges from a seed when conditions are just right, the universe's cosmic seed body started to germinate under circumstances we do not fully understand. While the exact nature of these conditions remains a mystery, we know with certainty that the germination of the cosmic seed body marked the occurrence of the Big Bang. So what emerged from this cosmic seed body? As it germinated, it unfolded into the subtle body, bringing to life the blueprint hidden within. The seed body serves as the foundation and driving force behind the creation of the subtle and gross bodies, becoming the origin of everything that exists in the universe. In living beings, the mind represents the subtle body, arising from each individual's own seed body. This mind is composed of waveforms known as vrittis, meaning whirlpool in Sanskrit, much like complex ripples forming in a pond. Every thought, feeling, and perception, no matter the source, whether it be sensory input, emotions, or memories, manifests as a unique waveform within the mind. Just as individuals possess a subtle body, the universe too has a cosmic subtle body, referred to in Vedanta as Hiranyagarbha or the golden egg. From this golden egg, the physical universe comes into being. The cosmic subtle body consists of vrittis that represent all individual minds, as well as every object, galaxy, star, and planet. Nothing is left out. The sheer intricacy of these waveforms within the cosmic subtle body is beyond imagination. As the universe evolves, new waveforms are constantly generated, and existing ones are reshaped, adding to the ever-growing complexity of the cosmic waveform. These object waveforms interact and intertwine, fulfilling the blueprint of each entity. If you reflect on it, the universe itself is a vast, dynamic field of cosmic waveforms. The foundation of these waveforms is pure intelligence. Each one is infused with intelligence, inherently aware and purposeful in its actions. Please listen to my episode, Understanding the Universe of Waveforms, which gives insights into this topic. Is an observer necessary? To perceive the physical universe, the presence of an observer is essential. Without someone to observe, the universe exists only in a subtle form, composed of wave patterns rather than tangible objects. While this idea may seem unusual, it's a key point to consider. We are so accustomed to experiencing the physical world as something external and real that we often overlook the role of observation. Let's consider a simple scenario. You are looking at a tree in front of you. In that moment, the tree is unmistakably physical. However, if you turn away and can no longer see it, a question arises: does the physical tree still exist? Since you are not observing it, you cannot be certain of its physical presence. According to this perspective, observation is required for any physical object to exist as such. So when your back is turned, it appears the tree no longer exists in its physical state. This principle extends to all objects that are currently outside your perception. What form do these unseen objects take? Since they aren't physically observed, they can only exist as vrittis, mental impressions in the mind, manifesting as waveforms in the subtle body. This concept finds support in quantum physics, which shows that everything in the universe possesses both wave and particle characteristics. In Vedanta, this aligns with the distinction between subtle wave and physical particle forms. Quantum physics also demonstrates that a wave collapses into a particle when observed, confirming the crucial role of the observer. Thus, in the presence of an observer, mental impressions or vrittis collapse into the physical universe. The observer, therefore, is fundamental for the manifestation of any physical object. Let's apply this logic to the Big Bang. Was there an observer at that initial moment to witness the explosion? Most likely, there was not. If no observer was present, then no physical objects existed at the Big Bang, only the subtle universe comprised of waveforms. This suggests that the dramatic explosion described by science didn't occur in a physical sense. Instead, what actually happened was the cosmic seed body began to germinate, and the cosmic subtle body with waveforms started to unfold its blueprint. The physical universe only happened when individual minds capable of observation appeared. The exact moment the first observer emerged remains unknown. In summary, the scientific account of the Big Bang as a physical event may not fully capture what occurred, since without an observer, no physical universe could come into being. Rather, the cosmic seed body initiated its unfolding within the subtle universe at that moment. To this day, the cosmic blueprint continues to play out in the subtle realm. Each observer collapses only a small segment of the universal wave pattern to create their experience of the physical world. Importantly, no one can perceive the entire universe at once. Each observer interacts with only a limited portion at any given time. I hope this discussion has sparked your curiosity and persuaded you to consider the fresh perspective of the Big Bang. If you're interested in delving deeper into topics like this, we invite you to discover more in my book, Science Meets Vedanta, available on Amazon. Additionally, we offer a growing library of podcasts covering many different topics. Feel free to browse through them at your convenience. If you enjoyed today's episode, we encourage you to share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast so you never miss an upcoming episode. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to connecting with you again soon.